Hey, so it's been a while since I've uploaded the last pickups video with the spring one, and summer's already come and gone, and spring fall is already like almost over. But all that aside, it's like okay, I'm just gonna make a quick video talking about what I've picked up, especially one very key item here that has taken a lot of my time throughout the summer and fall. So I'll go ahead and just start with that. It's the the Switch 2. This is the first console that I got like at launch. Not counting the Switch OLED, that's different. I don't really consider that its own like actual console launch, but this is like the actual true first console. I'm there since day one. I'm still pretty excited about it. Pretty pricey, but it's been so worth it. I still love it. You can still see like my initial impressions way back then, but like several months later, how much has it been? Like 5 months or yeah, it's been like about 5 months. Yep, really great. Really loving it. And with that, I got Bonanza, Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's been an absolute blast. I beat it, 100% of it. In fact, it took me like 60 something hours or something like that. Quite a long time, but I was playing this day in and day out. Yeah, it's still the only Switch 2 game that I have. I have tried others like Dragon Drive. I guess Fortnite counts. Breath of the Wild Switch 2 edition, but I just kind of consider that a Switch 1 game that's just been beefed up. And then there's this absolute masterpiece, one of my favorite Donkey Kong games. I'm still working on the review, I promise it. You're gonna get it at some point. So yeah, that's been really great. I really recommend it. Next, I'll go over some Switch games that I've gotten as well throughout the summer. These are all limited run. If you've seen me, you know that I get a lot of these. But honestly, I'm kind of done with them. And I think these are gonna be like the last set that I get, at least in some time. We have Jedi. Episode 1, no, Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles. I have this on the Dreamcast, but the disc is rotted and it's not gonna run anymore. It doesn't work. So really, really great that Aspyr put this out, and it even has like extra characters on New Game Plus and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And Puyo Puyo Champions. I hate that this is a limited run release. Like it just shouldn't have to be, you know? Like I love Puyo Puyo. It's a favorite. It's like an underrated gem favorite franchise of mine. I don't know how to word it, but really like this series. So for the longest time that was only on Steam, I think, over here in the West, so that's pretty cool to get that physically. Then we have Valkyria Chronicles 4 Complete Edition. You can get the regular game physically, but this includes like all the DLC and stuff, so this is basically the definitive edition of the game. Really cool. I also have the first game on the PS3, so I'm gonna play them at some point. And then lastly, we have Yakuza Kiwami. This is a remake of like the very first Yakuza game. Really cool. When they put this up in limited run, I'm like, well, I don't own Yakuza games, but like owning a Yakuza game on a Nintendo console sounds pretty rad, so I went for it. Yeah, and these are just stuff that I got throughout sales here and there. These two I got from Amazon Prime Day back in July. I think this was only like 20 bucks or something, which is a pretty good deal. This had just come out earlier this year, no joke. I think it was like in the springtime or something, and already it's barely worth anything. It's like a collection of Yu-Gi-Oh games from the Game Boy Advance era. It's Yu-Gi-Oh early days collection, includes like a little collectible card or something. Really cool. I'm gonna get through these at some point. I remember I had one of these games in this list growing up, and it was really fun. I don't know. Then we have the other game that I got. I think this was like 25 bucks, which is like crazy because it hasn't even been a year. I think it's been a year now since the game was released, but you know, back during Prime Day, it hasn't even been a year. Only like 6-7 months since it came out, and already 25 bucks. I had to jump on it. Like I played the 3D. I'm messing up a lot. Sorry. I played through the Super Famicom remake several years ago, and then literally as soon as I beat that, they announced this remake, which really bothered me. It looks absolutely stellar. I see that they added new story stuff. The HD 2D looks very cool, so very glad to own Dragon Quest 3 physically, so that's cool. I gotta get more Dragon Quest games. And then lastly, this is interesting. So GameStop at some point, I forgot what the exact price range was, but I think they had this deal where this game was half off. Super Mario RPG, what's wrong with me? Super Mario RPG for the Switch. It's a remake of the Super Nintendo game, which I love to death. It's one of my favorite games of all time, so of course I was going to own the remake as well, so now I own both versions. And yeah, I'm going to play through this at some point so I can see the difference between the two versions, but so GameStop had this for like half off, and it's at 30 bucks. Whoa, I already thought that was good enough, and I was going to use my $5. you know, for because I'm a GameStop Pro member, I'm going to be until I'm not gonna renew it, I think. But I used my 5 off 25, but for some reason it was discounted even further, and I think it was a pricing error because they kind of fixed it, I think, like some days after I placed my order, and I only got the game for like $5 or $10. I think even the guy at the register was like, wow, that's such an insanely good deal, what in the world? But he was kind of shocked by the price, and I think he was like double checking it to see if everything was right. I'm like, I'm happy. It's one of the greatest steals I've probably ever had. I think it was $5 only. Like, it's crazy that I got this for $5. Oh, and also, I love the inside art. It's just the world of the game. Really cool. I still don't like the cover art. I don't know. I know it's supposed to be the Japanese original. I don't know. I prefer the US Super Nintendo cover. Okay, so that's... Oh, one more Switch 2 thing I forgot to mention. I got the Switch 2, so of course I needed to get the Switch 2 online GameCube controller, because, you know, there's no way I'm going to play GameCube games on that thing without a GameCube controller. Very worth it. It's very authentic feeling. The buttons feel as they always did. The sticks, unfortunately, they didn't improve the D-pad. Ugh. They added like an extra ZL, so you can like bring up the menu to exit, which is cute. Yeah, it has the Game Chat button. It works fairly well. The only problem is that the input lag is crazy in the emulator, which really sucks. It kind of gave me a hard time going through Luigi's Mansion. But yeah, really cool to have yet another GameCube controller in my collection. You know, I love the GameCube to death. Okay, now the rest are just like kind of knickknacks here and there. Oh no, there is some other games. I don't usually mention digital games, but these are kind of neat, so I'm just gonna quickly go through them. I wrote them down because I kind of forgot. Trails in the Sky FC. Yeah, a friend gifted that to me on Steam. I've been playing through it. I got through the prologue and the first chapter. I absolutely adore the game. I'm like super in love with it. Super fun. Lovable cast. I love the pixel art style with the 3D backgrounds. The battling mechanics. It is very fun. I really like it so far. Then on the Switch eShop, which I rarely get stuff off the eShop, but I got some Sunsoft retro game collection. It's like a set of 3 games from the Famicom era that never released in the US, and they kind of brought them over finally, and it's like about $1 or $2 that I paid for it, because like gold points, they you know, slash gold points, they're no longer a thing, and I needed to use the rest of mine, so I used it to get this. And oh yeah, then Steam, the Steam Summer Sale, someone gifted me Steins Gate, which okay, about that, back then I pirated it. Okay, I'm not gonna get jumped, but yeah, back then I kind of like had a pirated copy, and I played about an hour of it, and I just fell off. I never returned. This was years ago, but you know, now that it was gifted to me on Steam, I'm kind of like, fine, I'll do it. VNs aren't really my thing, but I've kind of enjoyed some of them here and there. Higurashi When They Cry is one of them, but yeah, I'll get to it at some point. The Messenger I got, that's another game that I was playing like a pirated version years ago, but you know, I finally got it. I wanted to support the devs, and I got like about halfway through it back then, and I never finished. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't play a pirated version. It was like that Prime Gaming thing where like if you have Amazon Prime, you're able to play the game for like these games that they add and remove. It's the same thing with Netflix or whatever. One of them was The Messenger. I got halfway through it, never finished it because they don't have Prime anymore, but it was really fun, so I wanted to finally buy it and give it a go. Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. I played through 1 through 3. I hate 2, but like 1 and 3 are amazing games, so of course I needed to pick up 4. I'm a physical game guy, so I'll probably at some point also pick a physical version of the game, like on PS4 or something, I don't know, but you know, I have it on Steam. It was cheap, so why not? I think my brother already played through it and he loved it. Okay, then lastly with Blasphemous, I've always been interested in this 2D game, like Souls-like kind of Metroidvania game. It looks absolutely beautiful, brutal. I've always been really interested in it. It was pretty cheap, so I said why not? Okay, and that finally, enough of the games. That's enough of that. Let's get to just some trinkets and stuff. NES Amiibo. I got this back in July. Ever since the recent Amiibo price hike, I've lost interest in getting any more. I think I've gotten like maybe 41 Amiibos or something like that. It's quite a lot. I have quite a bit of a collection, but those Amiibo prices, even this one, look, it's like $16 for ones that used to cost like, what were they, like $12, $13 back then? It's the Kirby Air Riders one are like $50. I'm good. I think I'm done with Amiibo. I'm just gonna try to get more of like the older ones. Any new releases, I'm done with them. No thank you. Another thing is this official Nintendo DS Lite charger. The reason I got this is because as a birthday gift like 2 years ago, I got myself a red DS Lite, inbox and everything, complete inbox, but it didn't have a charger. So I, for some reason, for like the past almost 2 years, did not get one, and I finally did, and it works. It works, so that's great. I can finally charge this. The battery actually lasted quite a while, by the way. It ran out like earlier this year. I was kind of shocked at how long the battery lasted, but when it ran out, I'm like, okay, I really do need to get a charger. It wasn't too much. Okay, these next things. Okay, so my sister gifted me these, and one of them is this Animal Crossing Lego set. I think this is Celeste, night stargazing or something. Now, I'm not an Animal Crossing guy. It's not really my kind of thing. I think they're good games, but they're just not really for me. But I think the characters are cute. I still think the world itself is cute, so I wouldn't mind building this as like a little collectible for me. I think it's fun. Then I have another Lego thing that was gifted to me. Now this is really cool. It's this big, like 400 plus piece Lego Bowser in his like car. It looks really cool. He can like get off of it and stuff, and it has some bombs and stuff that it can chuck at you. It's really cool. It's compatible with all like the Lego Mario, Luigi, Peach stuff. I'm gonna build it at some point. I think it'd be really fun. I don't know. I like Lego. Okay, next we have stuff from like this store here called Box Lunch. It's like situated in a mall that's kind of far from where we live, but they have some pretty neat stuff. One thing here is, I don't know if I can actually show the full thing here. This Pikmin shirt. Oh yeah, baby, you know I love my Pikmin. But yeah, it shows here 2D artwork of like them fighting some Bulborb. It's pretty cool. And then in the back it shows just the logo with some Pikmin hanging out. Pretty cool. I haven't worn it yet, as you see that tag that I just tried to hide with my shin. I haven't worn it yet, but I might wear this for some videos. It's really cool. I really love this shirt. I've always wanted a Pikmin shirt, so it's so cool that I have one now. Oh, I'm trying to reach. Okay. This is neat. These are paper theater, so they're kind of like little arts and crafts where you're able to put stuff like together to assemble like a piece of paper art with like many layers and stuff. It's really cool for Kirby. Ah, man, that's so cute. I want to assemble these and kind of have them as displays. I think it'd be pretty neat. Okay, then we're moving on from that, and we have some Uno cards, but why would you care to highlight some Uno? Obviously because it has Zelda stuff on it. I love my Zelda, so Uno Zelda, yeah. I don't know what to say, just Uno Zelda, it's just cool. I think there's one, oh, that's right, I think is probably one of my like biggest highlights of them all. It's from this, okay, so the whole story, I'll say it quickly. It's basically my sister went to a trip overseas, and she went to like a retro game store that was there, and she like video called me and showed me like a bunch of games, and I picked out one for myself, and I paid her half because, you know, she wanted to like get me a game there, and I'm like, okay, it's a little much, I'll pay half, and I got it. It's one that I've always wanted for like my whole life, to have complete unboxing. It's Golden Sun. This is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. I made a video about it, just like unboxing it and stuff. If you want to see it, card will be right there. This is the I think this is the German version. I think this is like, I don't know, either the UK version or German version, something like that. I'm still kind of confused about it, but because it has like, in the inside it has like a German manual, but in the back it's like English and French, and I'm like, I'm confused. But yeah, really love to have this favorite RPG of mine complete in box. It's a holy grail for me, so it's really cool. And yeah, quite a lot of stuff. You know, I got the Switch 2, GameCube controller, but Donkey Kong Bonanza was just phenomenal, one of my favorite games of all time, complete in box, a girl of mine, Lego stuff, amiibo, chargers, a bunch of Switch games, I guess. You know, that's how I am. I love getting my Switch games. I'm actually almost at 200 physical Switch games. I think I'm gonna probably pass that amount at some point next year, especially with like the new Rhythm Heaven coming out on the Switch. I'm definitely gonna buy that. I'm gonna be there day one for that. It's one of my favorite franchises. But yeah, really happy with this haul, honestly. Oh yeah, and Pikmin shirt, can't forget about that. But yeah, I think it's a really good summer haul. I got a bunch of stuff. Now in comparison, the fall haul is like very tiny. I've barely gotten anything. That's probably gonna be a really short video at some point when I do it, because I've been, gotta save up for that Black Friday and holiday shopping, so yeah, that's about it. If you kind of saw anything here interesting, or if you want to give me some recommendations, comment, I really appreciate it. Like, it really goes a long way and it really helps me, and subscribe. I'm trying to make it to 800 subscribers before the end of the year, and I know I can possibly make it with some help. And yeah, that's it. Tell me some of the stuff that you picked up maybe during the summer or now during the fall, and see you on the next one. Bye. I'm gonna keep playing some more Kirby Air Riders.